Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Nick Aldis is the current general manager of WWE SmackDown. However, during a recent edition of the Blue brand, Kevin Owens expressed his frustration and blamed several factors for his current situation, with Nick Aldis being one of them. In a heated video package, the prizefighter warned that he was on the verge of snapping, and the resulting chaos would be WWE's fault. This has sparked speculation about Owens potentially attacking the national treasure on SmackDown, holding him responsible for not being the undisputed WWE champion. Cole could argue that if Nick's management at Saturday night's main event had been better, he might have walked away with the title, as there was no referee in the ring to count the pinfall when Owens had his opponent down. This frustration could lead Owens to snap and deliver a devastating package piledriver to the SmackDown GM. Such an attack might sideline the SmackDown GM in the storyline, leaving his position vacant. This vacancy could pave the way for WWE legend William Regal to step in as the new general manager of SmackDown. Regal, currently serving as an on-screen character in NXT, could be written off NXT and brought to the main roster if Owens injures Aldis. As SmackDown GM, Regal could look to enforce order on the Blue brand, demanding respect from Kevin Owens and attempting to rein in his villainous tendencies. This development could be a turning point in Owens' heel storyline, elevating his character to a new level of intensity and unpredictability. It remains to be seen how this angle will unfold and what Kevin Owens' next move will be following his recent ominous warning. If Kevin Owens destroys Nick Aldis on SmackDown, it could pave the way for the national treasure to make his in-ring debut in WWE. Before joining the Stamford-based promotion, Nick Aldis was an active competitor in the Squared Circle. However, since his arrival in Triple H's regime, he has primarily served as an on-screen authority figure. If Owens attacks Aldis, forcing him into a hiatus, it could set up a dramatic return for Aldis, where he seeks vengeance against the prizefighter. This could eventually lead to a highly anticipated match between the two. A showdown between Aldis and Owens would undoubtedly inject more intrigue into the ongoing Kevin Owens saga. The WWE Universe thrives on unpredictability and storytelling that keeps fans on the edge of their seats. With Nick Aldis currently serving as the SmackDown general manager, his tenure has brought authority, charisma, and decisiveness to Friday nights. However, a major injury storyline could lead to a seismic shift in WWE management, paving the way for a legend to step in and take the reins. Here's a detailed, creative exploration of how this angle could unfold and its ramifications. The story begins during a high-stakes segment on SmackDown, where Aldis is mediating a contract signing between two top stars, let's say Roman Reigns and LA Knight. Tensions boil over, as expected in a WWE contract signing, and the situation escalates. Aldis, attempting to restore order, finds himself caught in the crossfire. Perhaps Roman Reigns, frustrated by perceived disrespect, delivers a brutal Superman punch, inadvertently striking Aldis. The chaos doesn't stop there. Reigns and Knight brawl, and Aldis is further injured when the table collapses, leading to an unscripted moment of Aldis being stretchered out of the arena. Commentary emphasizes the severity of the situation, with Michael Cole and Wade Barrett selling the incident as a career-threatening injury for the GM. The following week, WWE announces that Nick Aldis has sustained injuries that will sideline him indefinitely. This leaves SmackDown without a leader, and Adam Pearce, already overwhelmed with his duties on Raw, temporarily steps in. However, Pearce's dual brand responsibilities create mounting tension, prompting WWE officials, represented by Triple H on screen, to search for a permanent replacement. Here's where the intrigue begins. WWE teases the arrival of a new general manager with cryptic video packages featuring legendary catchphrases, moments, and symbols. Each week, fans speculate who will step into the role. Is it a returning Stephanie McMahon? A power-hungry Paul Heyman? Or perhaps even a shocking return from Eric Bischoff or Teddy Long? After weeks of speculation, The moment arrives during a special SmackDown episode. Triple H steps into the ring and addresses the WWE Universe, hyping up the announcement. Just as he's about to reveal the new GM, the familiar gong of The Undertaker's entrance music echoes through the arena. The dead man emerges not as a wrestler, but as the new SmackDown general manager. The crowd erupts in a thunderous ovation as The Undertaker, dressed in a mix of his iconic leather trench coat and a modern GM suit, steps into the ring. He cuts a short but impactful promo, stating that his new role is about maintaining order and ensuring SmackDown remains WWE's flagship show. "There will be no chaos under my watch," he warns, his deep, commanding voice leaving little room for defiance. The Undertaker's tenure as GM is unlike any other. His presence alone keeps most superstars in line, but the few who challenge his authority find themselves on the receiving end of unique punishments. For instance, Roman Reigns' consequences. As the catalyst for Aldis' injury, Reigns faces immediate repercussions. Undertaker books him in a series of grueling matches, including a gauntlet match where he must face 5 opponents in a single night. Each time Reigns tries to manipulate the system, Undertaker counters with his trademark mind games, darkened arenas, eerie gong sounds, and cryptic messages. LA Knight's rise. Undertaker recognizes Knight's charisma and potential, subtly positioning him as the next big star. By granting him opportunities and high-profile matches, Undertaker fuels Knight's rise while keeping him humble with his no-nonsense management style. Tag team resurgence. Undertaker revitalizes the tag team division, drawing on his history as a tag champion. He establishes a tournament to crown new contenders for the titles, culminating in a ladder match at a major pay-per-view. Months later, Nick Aldis returns to SmackDown, seemingly healed and ready to resume his duties. However, his return sparks a power struggle with The Undertaker. Aldis feels disrespected, arguing that he never intended to relinquish his position permanently. Undertaker, on the other hand, asserts that his leadership has elevated SmackDown and questions Aldis' ability to maintain control. This conflict leads to dramatic segments where both men attempt to outmaneuver each other. Aldis uses his sharp wit and persuasive speaking skills, while Undertaker relies on his presence and legendary status. Tensions peak when Aldis manipulates the board of directors into reinstating him, effectively sidelining Undertaker. The culmination of the storyline occurs at WrestleMania, where Aldis and Undertaker agree to a match to determine the rightful SmackDown GM. While Aldis isn't a full-time competitor, his wrestling background allows him to hold his own against the dead man. The match is a mix of technical prowess, Aldis, and storytelling, Undertaker, with both men showcasing their strengths. In a surprising twist, Aldis wins the match, albeit with a controversial finish, perhaps interference from a heel faction looking to curry favor with the new GM. Undertaker, ever the professional, accepts the result but delivers a post-match chokeslam to remind Aldis and the WWE Universe of his legacy.